Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touch. Back, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On first down, Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, it's gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's gone. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Bouye with a pick. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall.
And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff.
Open man is Quintez Cephas.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
67 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Running is Swift.
Oh, nice move in midfield. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Goff now to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Stafford. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Stafford. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. From the gun to give to Henderson. Nice move at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the interception, here's Goff. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Williams loses the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
After the interception, here's Stafford. It's brought in by Harris. That catch good for only a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Second down, it's Henderson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. It's complete to Watt. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Flush to his right.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick, just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Now Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now, Akers, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Akers.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
He will push his way down to about the 14. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Goff now to throw. Rolling to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a